That's it, it's on now. It's recording.
Good
Thanks,
luck,
mate.
Bob. Good luck, mate. Have a great interview.
Thanks. Cheers.
Best of luck, Darren.
Cheers, mate. Thanks. We'll see how it goes. If it's no good, I won't put it up. It's on the piss, isn't it? Look.
Just a little bit.
Does it matter, do you think?
It just
Don't look professional, does it? Right.
Maybe just come from that way a bit more.
Yeah.
From that way. And I move it over there, like so you get.
How's that look? Is that
It
level?
looks
Is it
alright.
level?
It looks like I was just sat in front of a mattress, so.
In front of a what?
Mattress.
Nah, nobody will know that. It just looks like a black backdrop. Yeah, a bit alright. Yeah. It's all DIY, you know. It's punk
It's
rock.
meant
It's meant to be. It's meant to be like that. So. I'll do a quick intro. Let me out straight.
Beautiful, mate.
Okay, hello everyone. I've got another interview here. It's probably about 12 months ago since we first interviewed Kyle from the Young Offenders. So we thought we'd have a catch up with him and see what's been going on. I know there's been a busy 12 months for the guys, so welcome back to the show, mate.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for having me.
Good to have you.
Cheers.
Yeah, no worries. So I know you've been on tour and what have you and that, so maybe we can let people know what you've been up to over the last few months or so, I suppose.
Yeah, so we've just been over in the UK doing our first UK tour. Did a show at Glastonbury. We just kind of got back and played a couple of shows here. But before that, we obviously did like a crowdfunding campaign to get over there and got a lot of help and support from people here. Got a couple of shows left for the year, and then we're going to try and get our first album out. We've been saying that for a while, but that's the plan.
Well, fingers crossed that it comes to fruition, eh? Yeah. So you did a bit of a pledge campaign. It seems to be the thing that a lot of bands do for albums now as well, but to fund the trip over to the UK.
I think it's just getting harder and harder to find the money to do these things, especially trying to work a full-time job and have a social life and everything else and the money. Yeah.
Well, this is why I need you signed up to a record
That's
company or
it,
something.
mate.
It's going to throw millions at you to.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, how many gigs did you do in the UK? I know you played my hometown, but you did about.
We did Leicester, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we had 7 booked and ended up playing 9.
Oh, that's good.
So we got a couple of extra ones over there. Both of them at Glastonbury actually. They would do the Strummer thing. Strummerville gave us another shot to play their stage on the Sunday. We found another gig on the Saturday night. It's a little further down the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
What, around Glastonbury?
Yeah, like we got there. We were there a couple of days before, like when it was still setting up. So we kind of wandered around to the other stages and they're still kind of signing up bands for those things. So we chucked our name down for a couple, and then someone saw us at the first one and asked us to play on the Saturday night. So
that's good.
it worked out really well.
So you played on mainly the Strummerville
two
stage,
shows
didn't
on
you?
there.
Yeah. So how's that sort of work within the Glastonbury thing? Is it a little thing on the side of it, or is it just sort of like another Glastonbury stage sort of thing?
Yeah, so there's quite a few stages at Glastonbury. There's obviously the big main ones that you see on TV.
That's next year, isn't it?
Yeah, well, there isn't one next year, but maybe the following year.
There's not one?
No, there haven't. Like every 6 years they let the Landman grow. So, because obviously it's a lot of people standing all over it, so they give it a chance to grow back and then have a year off. But yeah, the following year they've said we can go back and do it again. So it's probably something we'll try and do.
Yeah,
sure.
and you'll have the album to play then as well, won't you?
Yes, we'll have to be able to go over there with a new release hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah, very
So
good.
that's the plan.
So what about the other gigs? How did they fare for you? You got good reaction from them. I've seen some of the reviews. I know you went down well in Leicester and the Nottingham show with XSLF.
Yeah, that was cool.
Seen a bit of footage from your hometown gig as well in
Yeah,
Deal.
that was a fun one. It was first time I've been back in about 5 years to my hometown in Deal. So all the boys came out and people from school, and it was just a big old party really. Yeah, it was a good time.
And how did the Aussie contingent within the band, how did they find the UK? They enjoyed it? Or?
You'll have to ask them, but I reckon they enjoyed it, yeah. They were there. Yeah, they had a great time.
Yeah, excellent. Because you didn't just play as well, you had a little bit of a holiday while you were there, or
Also, yeah,
a bit of downtime to recover probably.
Yeah, well, we needed a little break every now and then. We kind of booked all of our shows for the weekends, so then we had the week kind of to wander around and see the cities we're playing, and got a chance to get over to Barcelona, which was really nice.
Yeah, it's a good city, Barcelona.
Bit of a holiday, that one.
Yeah.
Just hung out on the beach and ate tapas and
Yeah.
drank beers, and that was really nice. That was kind of in the middle.
Did you get to it's the big Gaudi church thing, isn't it? As well? Yeah.
Got there, yeah.
You'd be there on Sunday morning.
Just went to the service, yeah. No, I can't think what it's called at the moment. It's escaped me.
The church.
Yeah, the big one. We were there.
Yeah, I've been there.
La Sagrada Familia it was called. Yeah,
oh, there you go. You see, I wouldn't have even been able to pronounce that. So.
Well, it's only because we stayed right there. That was kind of our. If we got lost or drunk or something, we needed to find somewhere. We knew how to get there.
Oh yeah, that's
a big
good
church,
idea,
and from there we were fine.
Yeah, nice one. Yeah.
But no, it was good. Barcelona was amazing. It was good.
So where else did you venture? I know you went to Amsterdam as well.
Amsterdam and Berlin we went to. Yeah, we made some good contacts over there. We had kind of went to some venues and saw some gigs and had a chat with people, and we figured out a lot of things that we'll do next time we go to Europe a little bit better than this time, you know. Like it's kind of learning this time. It was I mean, we had a great time, but it was essentially it was for the band to progress and to lay the foundation, I suppose, to go over and do it again.
Yeah.
And I think we've kind of learnt what to do and what not to do, and next time we go, it'll be better for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, from what I've heard, you know, through people I know, the European part of touring is probably a lot better than the UK side of it. So we need to up the game a little bit in the UK, because when they're in Europe, apparently they'll get somewhere to sleep, they'll get a bit of food, they'll get a rider, whereas in the UK you pretty much have to sort all that shit out yourself, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the venues we played at this time did sort us out with a rider, and a couple of them helped us with a place to stay.
You have to pay for them, though, don't you?
Yeah, well, you have to kind of.
Whereas I think I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure when you're in Europe, they tend to. I think they just look after you a little bit more, you know.
Yeah. It's definitely a scene for it over there. A bit more of a live music scene.
Yeah, yeah. So I would imagine, because you've had such good feedback, there's not going to be a problem next year, maybe, or whatever, playing the same venues and probably increasing where you play in the UK. But you might have to do some midweek shows. If you can't just, you'll be there for months if you just do the weekend.
That's it.
It'll be like an Aussie tour, where you have to go to a new city every week because they're that far away. Whereas in the UK, you could play every night.
Yeah, you can. But yeah, I think we're just going to concentrate on getting some new music.
Yeah.
I think the plan is to go back to Europe next year. We've got people that we want to work with over there. But there's no point going over there without new music, so we've really got to kind of knuckle down and finish that sort of stuff off.
Yeah. Prioritise an album.
I mean, the plan in my head is to finish it by the end of the year or early next year.
Yeah.
Tour, maybe do a national tour of Australia in March, April, and then try and get back over to Europe for the festival.
Yeah, that'd be
festival time, and get some shows then.
I suppose the hard thing's finding the time to write new stuff when you because you're busy as a band. I know you're probably slowing it down a little bit so you can get some recording and that done now. But in general, from what I've seen, you're playing pretty much not every week, but
every
other week. Yeah, and you're all working as well. So
yeah, that's probably the hardest part for us at the moment, is finding time all together to finish these songs. Or we've got loads of half-finished songs. It's just kind of getting them tight now, ready to record. But it's hard. Obviously, we're all trying to work, and you've got to pay your bills, and we haven't been here for 6 weeks, so we've got a bit of catch up to do. But we'll be alright. We'll get there. There's kind of no time restriction either. That's the plan, but I guess we can take as long as we want until it's ready.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you want to have a quality record at the end of it. So yeah, time is important. But I suppose as a band that's growing and progressing and getting good feedback, a bit of a following, a lot of interest, and for yourselves, playing new stuff's probably what you need to do as well, isn't it? You know,
sure.
because you know you've been playing some of the stuff for a while now, so
Yeah, some of those songs have.
but you'll feel
years.
refreshed as a band if you're playing new stuff, I think, as well. You know, you could probably play your set like with your eyes closed now. A lot of you know.
Yeah, done it a few times. Yeah.
You know, well, you've had the two singles and what's the other one you play? Oh, I want to get high.
Yeah. That's a little,
Which is
newish one.
Yeah, I don't mind that, and obviously, so you've got three sort of tracks there that have come in over the last few months, which is good.
We've kind of been able to get them finished while we were playing the gigs because they were pretty. I wouldn't say straightforward,
but you played another new one, didn't you? Was that?
Yeah, we've got another one that
cancelled.
we're playing at the moment as well. So there's kind of 4 new ones in the last 6-7 months, but we need at least 10. I reckon we need 10 new songs at least.
Yeah. So what you're looking for an output on the album? 10, 12 tracks?
Well, I was saying to the boys that day, I'd like to get 15 recorded.
Yeah.
And then choose the best ones out of there, because I'm sure there'll be some that once you record
don't come across
or
as
some
well.
that we can, I don't know, I reckon just write as many as we can and then put the best ones on an album and work on the other ones until they're ready.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, we had a little conversation before we started filming this about the new Rancid album. You know, there's always a couple of what seem to be fillers, I suppose, on there, but I mean the good thing, like I've said with Rancid, is that, you know, there's 17 songs on there. How many bands chuck that many songs out? You know, some albums are like 8 or 10 tracks, you know what I mean? And them guys are chucking 17 out, and then people will moan that there's a couple of shit tracks in there. Well, you know, what do you expect, guys?
And we're still going.
You're getting a
for
lot.
a long time, aren't they?
Yeah, and they're still producing, aren't they? So the other week, last Friday, you did the scouted thing at the Crown and Anchor.
Yeah, that was.
So how did that go? What was sort of the outcome from that? How did
that was great, actually. I mean, originally we had a show booked on the Saturday as well, but we thought we would scrap that one because we forgot.
Yeah, that originally was going to be the homecoming, weren't it?
We were kind of trying to get everyone together for the Friday, which turned out really well. Like we had a packed room and a lot of great bands played that day. A lot of people came out.
At least
it was an industry kind of awards over that weekend as well. So there was a lot of people from the record labels or independent record labels from Australia there. We got a lot of good feedback. People seem to enjoy it. We had a great time and
the shows
it was just a really good show around.
No, it was a good night. Yeah, because I think you were originally going to do the Exeter, weren't you, on the Saturday sort of afternoon into the evening. Was originally going to be
there was going to be an afternoon show the day after, but it was kind of all booked while we were away and it was a bit up in the air. We hadn't really promoted it too well, so we just thought we'd scrap it and have the one gig on that weekend and make that the big one. And so, but for anyone that did crowdfund, and you haven't had your free ticket yet, you can come to any of our shows, just hit us up. We'll sort that out for you.
Because I'm waiting on my t-shirt as well.
Yeah, well, they're ordered. They're ordered.
I've got posters as well.
Yeah, I've got to do them too, yeah.
Oh, right.
But they're all organised.
What are you doing,
just waiting for it.
Okay. So, so the next thing, like we just said, get in the studio, get an album sort of
that's the plan.
On the go, and do a tour around Australia, hopefully.
Yeah.
Before heading back over to the UK and Europe.
Yeah, we've got
next year.
Yeah, we've got 2 shows left for the year so far, and we're not planning on booking anymore. We're going to try and literally take the time off to write and record an album. So we've got one this Saturday with the Distrends boys from Melbourne, great band, and then we've got one in September. It's called Detour Festival, and it's a good one. You need to come to that one because it's like $40, I think. Might even be cheaper, but it's all you can drink.
Is this the one you were telling us about?
Yeah, it's about 6 or 7 bands, and it's like all you can drink, so you just buy your ticket. That'd be a really good night.
When's that?
September sometime. I can't remember the date, but I'll give you a little link and you can check it out.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, so that sounds interesting. Sounds like it's going to be a bit of a mental night, eh?
Yeah.
At least I was going to say, like on Friday, at least you played at a reasonable time as well for us older people. That by 11 o'clock we're normally in bed with a cup of cocoa. Like. Yeah, it was great. Could have a few drinks and.
It was nice to be able to get off and then watch the other bands and actually have a few beers yourself. Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, you see, I'm not so sure. I mean, I think we've had this conversation as well. Like, bands seem to be playing late. You're generally on late, but I think if you're a headlining band and you're going on sort of after 11 o'clock, from my experience, and this is in and around Adelaide, when I stay to watch the headlining band, they're playing to half a crowd because most people, if you're the second from last or third from last, you'll get the maximum amount of people watching you play.
Yeah.
And really, it should be the headlining band.
Well, it's something we'll take into consideration now for sure.
It's probably not necessarily you. Sometimes it's the venue and stuff.
Well,
like
a lot of
that,
time,
isn't it?
yeah, I guess it would be whoever organised the show and the lineup, the way they organise it. But yes, starting earlier. I mean, it's definitely an Australian thing. In England, it usually starts earlier.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm used to doing.
Yeah. Well, even the big shows like at the entertainment centre and what have you, they're done for 11 o'clock, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, there's probably noise restrictions around there, but that's further away from houses and stuff like that than a lot of the smaller venues that, you know, the Ed Castle and the Cranker and all them. Yeah, they constantly put bands on later. In my opinion, they should let the bands play a bit earlier, and if they want and think they're going to keep them people there, then get a DJ to do into the early hours, playing the same sort or similar music to what they've been playing, you know.
Oh, it makes sense, wouldn't it?
It does to me, but then, you know, who am I?
What do we know?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. So we'll have to try and address that then, get all these pubs doing whatever we should be doing. Alright, well, Kyle was going to do as an acoustic, but he's got a bit of a sore throat and he's got to sing tomorrow night, so we'll have to collar him to do that another time. But
yeah, I'll definitely do one for you, mate.
Yeah, because the little acoustic things I put will get more views than the interviews. You realise that, don't you? Chuck them up on Facebook.
Yeah, no, we'll do one for sure.
You know, you get a few thousand hits on that, and you'll get a couple of hundred people who watch this. But it's gradually growing, so that's what it's all about. So, all right, well that's about it. Thanks for coming on, mate.
No, thanks, mate.
Good luck with everything. I look forward to having a listen to the album before anybody else.
Yeah, yeah, I'll let you have a listen.
Yeah,
sure.
Good man. And yeah, good luck next year. Hope it all pans out and you guys just keep going up and up. So
cool.
All the best, mate. Thanks
very
for coming
much.
on.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
I don't know how to stop it. I don't know how to stop it.
You see, you need the old man to stop it.
I'm Carl from the Young Offenders. This song is called Last Night. It's about going out and then having to go and play sports on a Sunday for hangover. Wake up on Sunday morning, my head's pounding and I'm still yawning, but now I gotta go to the car.
Good man.
That worked?
Yeah, brilliant.